and I'm a computer science major here at Bergen. I really like being involved in school. I am the vice president for the Computer Science Club. I'm the vice president for International Student Association, and I also work as a peer mentor for the 1 to 3 Connect office. Part of my job is to be in constant contact with faculty, staff, but mainly students. And through this process of being a mentor, I became aware of a lot of the needs that students have. One of the needs interested me the most, and that was the need for information. Information for students in college is essential. So I was wondering if I could make this better. As a computer scientist, I decided to take matters on my own hands and create an app, an iPhone application that will solve some of these problems. I started programming on summer last year, and it took me 8 months to create this application. It took me 8 months because I had to learn the language. It's called Objective-C, and it's a language used to program in iPhone, iPad, and any Apple device. So after 8 months of just reading a lot, programming countless hours, I give you the Bergen Community College iPhone application. This application is focused on, as I was saying, give the information to students fast, easy, and on the go. That was my main focus when I was programming here. And it had to be beautiful. I really believe that products have to be simple, but they have to have a depth on them. The most difficult part of doing any kind of application, or actually anything in this world, is make it simple, but to have depth. And that's what I think this app does. So, this application my first thought was to think of students. So what I did is create a survey that asked the students what were the needs, and what I thought were the needs of the students. So I sent this survey to hundreds of students, but I made a terrible mistake. Instead of sending it to hundreds of students, I sent it to hundreds of students, staff, and faculty. But I was really, really surprised of the results, because I realized that not only students, but also people that work here have that craving for information. And the results show this. This was my first question. Are the maps posted around school easy to find? As you can see, 78% of not only students, but also staff and faculty don't find it easy to get to the maps. Even though the maps are posted all around school, you still have to go and find one to find your way around school. So then I asked a second question. How do you feel about this? 86% of the people told me that having the maps at any given time during the first year would be great. That means that there was a necessity here. So I decided to put the maps on this app. And that's what I did. This is how it works. This is when you open the application, you see the buildings. Then you choose a building inside campus. You will see the floors. Then you choose the floors, and you go straight to the maps. Simple, easy, fast, and on the go. The maps start zoomed out. You can double tap to zoom in, pinch out. I would like to say thank you to Mr. Aguilar and the PR department for letting me use the maps here. Then I just didn't want this app to have maps. I mean, it's cool, to have your way around, but it can have so much more depth. So I asked a second question, or a third question. How do you feel about the mobile library? Do you use it? Do you know there's a mobile library? And it was amazing, but over 90% of the population here at Bergen don't use it. This is a wasted resource. So, and it's such an amazing resource to have a mobile library on your phone. So I decided to put this on the app. This is how it looks. So now, with only 2 clicks, you can access the library and search for the books at any given time in any place. So let's say you have a homework or some presentation or an essay to write. You go out of the class, and you can find your book in seconds, not even minutes. And this is great. I think the faster and the more information you can get in the shortest amount of time is the way to go. Then I asked, what do you think about class cancellations? Are they easy to find? And most of the people told me that no, or more or less. So why? Then I asked, where do you go and find the class cancellations? As you can see, the diversity of the responses is amazing. More than 7 different responses. Some told me they had no idea. Others waited to come to school to find out if they have class or not. No comment on that. So I decided to put the class cancellations also here. I don't want to show the names of the professors that, class is the class, because that's not cool. But this is class cancellations. Again, with only 2 clicks, you'll see the class cancellations. And it takes seconds. Again, what happens if it's a snowy day and you're in bed, like all warm? You don't want to go out and just, sit on your laptop or get into the Bergen webpage to find all this. With only 2 clicks, you can find that out, and if it's canceled, you can get a few more minutes of sleep. That's great, huh? Then I said, I asked, how do you get the contacts here in school, like financial aid, administration, public safety, etc.? And they give me 3 responses. They searched on Google, they searched on the Bergen webpage, or they asked around school. None of these are efficient. All of them take time. If you want to find out something about financial aid, you want it right now in the moment. You don't want to wait and ask around school and just look for the place. You want the information right now. And this is one of the feature that I'm most proud of, and the one that took most effort and time to do. I created a database, a searchable database, where you can find all the important contacts from school. So let's say you tap on admissions, you'll see the 2 buttons there. You click the phone number, it'll open the iPhone phone application, and it'll call immediately. Second, if you just want to send an email, you'll click the email button, and it'll open the email application. The to field will be already filled out with the email. So you just have to fill out the subject and the content of the email. I think this application solves a lot of issues here in school, but I really wanted to know how many people would benefit from this. So I asked, what mobile device do you have? And this is what I got. Amazing. Almost 40% of the school has iPhones. Can you believe that? 40%. That's a very popular phone. So there are roughly 18,000 students here at Bergen. That means that more than 6,000 students would benefit from this application. We are also working on an Android application that does exactly the same, that will be finished in the near future. That means that over 60% of the school population will be covered with this application and have these features that will be amazing for them. I think this project is not only important because it solves certain problems. It's important because a student made it. No one paid me to do this. it was just because I love my school and I want it to be better. I think that computer science is the engine that connects this world and moves it. I think that today and in the future, computer scientists will be essential for the world to evolve and be more connected each time. I think that also this project is important because the computer science department here is very, very small. But even if it's small, it is one of the most important areas in school, here in Bergen, in the US, and in the world. So, what I really want, my goal, is to create a mobile app development project between the Information Technology Department and the Public Relations Department, where students can actually go and work on this project and make it better, faster, have more information, make it more beautiful. That's what I really want. And that is the future of technology here at Bergen. Welcome to a new age in information technology. Thank you.